welcome back to Tiny Artist TV. I know it's been a minute, and I know some things have changed, but we're not going to talk about it. Some things happened, but hopefully I am back now. And what better way to come back than with how this channel started with AuGhost. So that is the plan for my quote-unquote unscheduled hiatus, unscheduled comeback is for the month of August, work on the AuGhost prompts. So as you saw in the intro, today's prompt is going to be bump. Now, these might not necessarily be daily uploads. I'll probably end up doing some groups of like 3 to 5 here and there, just because I do still have other stuff going on outside of my digital life. But I am at least going to start the series with the intro and then probably do some groupings here and there just to kind of take some pressure off of me from doing daily uploads and editing, get back into the flow of things, and then also to kind of, be respectful of your time and not hold you hostage for 20-minute videos at a time, because the AuGhost videos that I did way back in 2019 were about 10 to 15 minutes a piece, and they were mostly daily prompts. So I've done enough yapping, let's go ahead and get into the drawing. Okay, so bump. My initial thought process, unfortunately, started with getting the song Bump by Trish and Lou Brown stuck in my head for the week leading up to figuring out what I was going to do for this first prompt, which was not helpful. It's like, okay, I could go in a silly direction, but AuGhost, or at least my AuGhost, traditionally have been very story driven and much more on the traditionally creepier side, because this time of year I'm also going into Inktober, Orktober, whatever other little sort of spooky challenges. So this is my on-ramp to get the vibes right, and bump, while it is a banger, is not the right vibe. So I had to recalibrate myself for this, and I thought, okay, all right, if we're going with this story, the prompt is bump. What do I think of when I think of bump and ghost? Okay, so I reoriented to bump in the night. And my first few sketches, which are off camera because they were dog butt and don't need to be shown to the world, were basically a ghost bumping something over in the hallway. And I was like, okay, well, this looks cool, but let's take it a little further. Let's develop this idea a little bit more. So then I thought, okay, ghosts in some lore are manifestations of energy that they carry throughout their life. So what kind of ghost would be characterized by bump? Or what kind of thing would go bump in the night that's not just a poltergeist that's knocking over your lamp or your chairs? So I sat down. Actually, I took a walk, and then I sat down with my thoughts and was like, okay, this poor soul was probably someone in life who was very clumsy and was very self-conscious of their clumsiness and always thought they took up too much space. So now, as a ghost, they are just large and have too many limbs, or what they feel are too many limbs, and as they're moving through whatever space they're haunting, are just constantly bumping things over, and they may not even necessarily be doing it on purpose. And so that's why the expression on this particular ghost is a little upset, he's a little distraught, it's just very generally not happy with the situation that he's in, because I haven't figured out how he died. Maybe towards the end of this sketch and voiceover I'll have figured it out, and I'll come back and tell you, hey, this is how he died. I did not really ideate how he died outside of perhaps he tripped down the stairs in front of his crush, broke his neck, died of embarrassment, and a broken neck. Make of that what you will. But so much of his energy in life was spent thinking that he was taking up too much space and constantly getting in the way, and that's what he carried over after his death. And so this is how this particular ghost is manifesting. eagle-eyed viewers might notice that the thumbnail looks a little different from what I'm currently working on. And that's because I decided that as I'm working on this face, trying to make it a little scrunglier, a little scarier, that he's still very cute. Like it's very rubber hose, well, not quite rubber hose, but it's very like still cartoony, almost Casper-y in nature. And so after I finish the line art, I sit with it for a little bit, and then I play with a few different layer styles and things to try to make it crunchier and darker and scarier. And then I decide, well, the best way to make him scary is to just remove his humanity altogether. And so that's what I did. So now instead of him having a face full of despair, he has become fully consumed by his chagrin, his embarrassment, and the feelings that haunted him in life have now completely overtaken him, and there is nothing resembling the man that once was, this poor clumsy fool. He is just a writhing mass of limbs, a vortex of holes, a collection of bumps becoming new limbs. And that is today's prompt. Well, that is all I have for you today in this first installation of the AuGhost 2025 Drawing Challenge video series, whatever we're going to call it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, again, unscheduled comeback video situation. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. But until then, have a weird day.